Hello everybody, this is Dan Murphy. Welcome to One Beer With. Today my guest, again, the series where I sit down, I have a beer or another exotic beverage as the case may be, with somebody that I find to be particularly interesting. And when it comes to interesting, there are very few as interesting as the professional Jaxon Jarvis. Jaxon, welcome to One Beer With Dan.
Thank you, Dan, for having me.
What's the beverage here?
Today's beverage of choice is actually a fine malted whiskey, Canadian's finest, Crown Royal.
Oh, okay. Gentlemen,
Say it to my friend, Jeff Black.
we have a run-in on One Beer With. It happens.
You don't need this shirt.
Oh my goodness. So speaking of which, the shirt here showing the masculine. In fact, you hail from, I believe, in the mountaintops of
The
masculinity.
mountaintops of masculinity.
Tell me a little bit about yourself, man. Tell me about the profession. Where did you come from? What's your backstory, your origin? You're here in the Neo Wrestling Federation. What's the deal?
Well, believe it or not, I didn't always have this handsome, luscious black mustache.
Really?
When I started, this was a clean-shaven face. The muscles you see before you, not here as well. I was just a boy, a young, innocent, vulnerable boy, until I ascended the top of the highest peak of the mountaintops of masculinity. And on that peak, an eagle shot lasers upon me. And when those lasers were finished, the mustache was on this face.
So wait. What kind of laser? Was this a bald eagle? What kind of lasers?
He may have been bald. I don't know. I don't pay attention to details like that. Are you kidding me?
All right. Well, there you go. So how many of these Canadian Crown Royals have you had to come up with a backstory like that?
I may have had one or two. I also forget those details as well.
Now, tell me about your wrestling. How did you get involved with wrestling? How did you get involved with Neo? What's the background on that?
I've been wrestling for 3 years now. I've done 2.5 years of training with Neo Wrestling Federation under Jesse Scott's tutelage.
Yes.
He's also Tiberius King, or JT Playa, to anyone who's been around for long enough. And I've also had the fortunate privilege of training with the likes of Cody Deaner, a little bit with...
No, did Cody Deaner school you in the fine art of facial hair growth?
I've schooled Cody Deaner recently. Absolutely. If you check his Twitter, you may find professional photos of him with a mustache.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of which, I found this here. Would this be right side up or is it right side down?
You look 100
does that
times
help?
better all of a sudden, man.
Really?
Absolutely.
This may be my look.
You look professional.
How do you care for that mustache? How do you groom it? How do you it's luxurious.
You either have the mustache
I've got a mustache, but it doesn't look like that.
or you don't. This mustache, I couldn't make it look bad if I wanted to.
It's impressive. That is impressive, I've got to say.
Thank you, thank you.
What about the physique? I just, you've been working out. You're in great shape. You got the shirt might actually be accurate in terms of the definition of the abdomen.
There are deeper cuts, believe it or not, underneath the shirt.
Really?
Absolutely.
Incredible. So the shirt is actually...
Well, I attribute a lot of the Crown Royal to the abdominal physique.
See, I do a lot of drinking myself, and I don't have those results.
You're not professional.
How do you become professional? What's the Is it climbing the mountaintops of masculinity and seeking out the laser eagles?
Absolutely.
That's the only way?
There's a moment when you're climbing the mountaintops of masculinity where you either keep going or you don't. Way past the top, yeah.
Well, how do you do that?
Well, the eagle helps.
I can see that.
Absolutely.
I'm just thinking the Price is Right with the mountain climber getting up to the top of the Yoda.
Yoda.
Right, and then it falls, right? You can't let that happen. Well, I guess if you have eagles.
You know what? The price isn't always right. When you're the professional, I'm priceless.
Priceless.
Absolutely.
So now, what are your plans going forward? Obviously, here you're wrestling a lot in Ontario. What else are you working on? You're going through the...
I'm sorry, I'm going to need a mustache break here.
All right.
I have to make sure. Okay, we're good. We can keep going.
Is mine?
We can keep going.
How's mine? Why do you have to do that? There we go. Grooming.
That one's done.
It's November.
It is November.
Yeah, so you're not supposed to shave. I don't know why. I just don't like shaving.
You know what? You have fantastic facial hair.
Do you like it?
I am impressed.
What should I do to improve the quality? I don't have that sheen.
You don't have the sheen, nor do you have the luscious black color. This is all natural. This is all me.
It's natural.
In case you ladies are wondering.
The ladies are wondering, and not me. but I've heard some ladies wondering if the mustache matches the carpet. That's what the fans were asking out there.
I've got hardwood floors, Dan.
So future plans. Where are you going to next? What do you have lined up? What's your career looking like? What goals and aspirations does a professional have going forward?
Well, the sky's the limit, really.
Okay.
I can do anything. Anything anyone else can do. In fact, you might be out of a job very soon yourself.
You can write.
If I decide to... Absolutely. Can I write? I wrote this myself. The Professional is great.
I wasn't. See, I have like a 900-word count I've got to fit. I mean, that's 4 words.
You can't limit my artistry.
I didn't limit it. I'm trying to expand on it. Limiting. Anyway, so what other hobbies and things do you have other than being a connoisseur of fine Canadian Crown Royal and wrestling? What other activities does a professional like to embark upon?
Well, I also enjoy crossword puzzles. They're fantastic, yes. And as well as Angry Birds on my cell phone. That's what all of the kids are playing these days, I think.
You're a Renaissance man when I look at the entrance.
Absolutely.
From wrestling to, yeah. That's,
When I'm not enjoying climbing and ascending to the tops of the mountain.
Where is the mountain top of masculinity?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Is there a town? Is it on the Chamber of Commerce website? Some secrets are best left kept.
Dan, yes. You can have the sauce, but the secret, she's mine.
Live studio audience wondering about the sauce comment. I'll try to find another way to go with it. It is interesting having a live studio audience for One Beer With, but it is a nice night. So finally, a couple other things real quickly. You have an alliance here in Rio, obviously, with the Tornado.
Absolutely.
Is he a mentor? How did that alliance come to be? And he really seems to listen to you. He seems to acquiesce to you quite a bit, which is funny because he's got 17 years of experience or so, while you're a relative newcomer, professionalism aside. What's the details behind that relationship?
You really could say that Tornado has spent 14 years preparing for the greatness of the professional. And now he's finally ready to be schooled in how to be functional in life.
Functional in life. So you give life lessons.
I've taught him how to be the angel of intelligence.
And how do you do that? I mean, do you have I can't even say the words. Do you have a set list of classes, of lessons, life lessons? Do you take in places? Do you read books? Where does your professionalism, your knowledge emanate from, other than ego lasers?
Some things are left to the professionals. And in this particular case, you, my friend,
yes,
are unprofessional.
Wow. All right, well, it's been a pleasure having a beer with you, or a beverage. Thank you for joining me for One Beer With.
The pleasure was all yours.
Here with the professional Jaxon Jarvis. Thank you.